Next video we have Shows I Loved as a Kid by Derek F. DB.
As a kid, I didn't like leaving the crib much. I did play baseball because my Dominican genes commanded me to, but besides that, I was a homebody. I was inside all day on my PS3 or on my Wii or on my TV. Whether it was before I went to school, after school, or just on weekends, I used to love sitting in front of my TV and watching some of my favorite kids shows. So that's what we'll be doing today.
I don't think I was on the TV a lot, so I do know like a lot of shows, but I think I was more of a laptop kid. Like I was always on those web games and stuff.
Today I'll be going on some of my favorite channels.
There was one, like, I don't know if they call it MMOs, but I was on Wizard 101 for like a while when that came out, and then I was also on one I remember it being called Movie Star Planet or something. Yeah, Flash games too. Come on, cool math games will always hold a special place in our hearts. Cool math games. Wizard 101, yeah. I don't know what. I probably lost that account. I don't know where it is.
Some y'all may know, some y'all may not know, some y'all may love. And in the end, I'll go over the channel that hosted the shows I loved the most as a kid. I'm starting off with debatably the GOAT of kids channels, PBS Kids. Now,
PBS.
The thing about this channel is you could be dirt poor, but as long as you had a TV, you could watch.
Yeah, PBS Kids.
Honestly, PBS is better than me because with the amount of bangers they produced, man, all them poor kids would have been looking at straight static. I would have been charging Clifford the Big Red Dog, Sid the Science Kid, Cyber Every single one of these shows.
Damn, PBS Kids had a lot of bangers. Hey, Clifford, Word Girl. Word Girl was like the kid version of Invincible. Arthur, I forgot how many bangers PBS Kids had.
I didn't watch, but a lot of people liked them. Asked my mom the other day if I liked Clifford. She said I was never into it. I don't know. Sid the Science Kid, he was just hard to look at. They try to give him dreads and stuff, but that ain't help. Cyber Chase and Word Girl, what do I look like? A nerd? Wildcrats, I was too old. And Arthur, I don't know. I just thought he was boring and looked like a dweeb, which kind of came full circle when in middle school some kid posted a picture of me on his Snapchat story saying I look like him. So sorry.
No.
These shows just weren't my style. They weren't my.
They were my style.
I was more interested in elegant stuff. Curious George,
Magic School Bus, Dragon Tales, double tap for Dragon Tales.
Random orifice or some random homeless dude's body. It was great. Curious George.
I feel old now. This is bringing me back.
It was enjoyable to watch. And Dragon Tales, come on, they're dragons. They had a pink one, a blue one, twin dragons.
They had
a disabled dragon first.
Yeah.
But my favorites on PBS Kids were easily Teletubbies, Sesame Street.
Teletubbies.
Sadly, I was not into Thomas the Tank Engine. I know. I'm sorry.
That fucking baby, that fucking sun baby. Yo, Teletubbies, they were my gang, dude.
But his eyes and their faces used to scare me. Don't know how Teletubbies did them, but it's just the way my brain was wired. I don't even know what they did on this show, honestly.
I don't remember. I just remember.
But I know I liked it. My favorite Teletubby was Tinky Winky. Then there was Sesame Street, aka the top dog of this.
This isn't on PBS Kids, but who remembers fucking Yo Gabba Gabba? I think it was on Nickelodeon if I remember right. Yo Gabba Gabba was the shit back then.
And I may have not liked Clifford, but my mom told me I was a fiend on this show. And she wasn't wrong. I loved everyone on Sesame Street. They had to go Elmo leading the charge. So many memories with him. So many. Easily my favorite one of the show. I literally cried when my mom threw away my Elmo.
Oh, what were those guys called? The guys that did the fruit salad? Yummy. Those guys. I forgot what show it was, but I remember that fruit salad song.
Then they had the giant overweight duck bird, Big Bird. I highly doubt he could fly. Snuffy, y'all remember Snuffy? That was like the stage 4 terminally ill Woolly Mammoth they had on the show. He was, he was there. And then my two favorites.
I think it was on Nick. I just don't remember the show.
How could you not like these two? Oscar was funny. Cookie Monster, he was clearly a drug addict, but he was so crazy and wacky. He was funny. And then the last of my favorites from PBS, Barney, who can blame
Barney.
him? Everyone liked Barney. He was a dinosaur. He was purple. I understand the Teletubbies,
Mm-hmm.
but how are people scared of this guy? Bro, it's Barney. He's pretty much a celebrity. He ain't messing up his veneers for you.
I mean, not the veneers, but who's scared of Barney? But honestly, if this like face just like went up to my face, I would be a little scared because that this face is a little terrifying out of context.
Like I said though, PBS was debatably the GOAT. It's not my favorite. But first, I want to go over my least favorite when it came to kiddie shows.
You're named after a Sesame Street character? Is it Ernie?
Disney Junior.
Was that his name?
Just didn't really have that many hits, and the ones they did have just weren't really my forte.
I wasn't really watching Disney Channel for like the kid shows, you know. I was watching Disney Channel for like Hannah Montana and Sweet Life of Zack and Sweet Life on Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck and Wizards of Waverly Place and like those shows. I wasn't watching Disney for the cartoons. I was watching Disney for the live action shows.
I was not watching Little Einsteins.
I was watching Little Einsteins. I'm sorry. I forgot Little Einsteins was on Disney. I was watching Little Einsteins. I was watching Handy Manny.
That fake Bob the Builder. And I was not watching Bear in the Big Blue House. There was the occasional It's the Mickey Mouse
Clubhouse.
That show was pretty lit from time to time. I even learned how to do the goofy dance.
I watched Shake It Up just for Zendaya. Everybody was introduced to Zendaya through Shake It Up.
There was also Doc McStuffins, which I only watched.
I wasn't watching.
Rides, but she
Doc McStuffins was after my time. I don't remember it when I was a kid. What else was there? I'd seen this before, but I never watched it, so I don't know.
I was not watching Bear in the Big Blue House. There was the occasional It's the Mickey Mouse.
And I only really watched the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse when like my younger cousins were watching it, you know? I wasn't watching it as a kid.
That show was pretty lit from time to time. I even learned how to do the goofy dance. There was also Doc McStuffins.
Oh, Totally Spies? Yeah.
But she was pretty cool. It was like Grey's Anatomy for kids. Love to see it. Black excellence. But I didn't really watch these shows that often. Probably the one Disney Junior
The poorly disguised what do you call it? Fetish show? Yeah.
show I do remember watching hella of was the Lilo and Stitch show. Now that was some heat. I know it technically wasn't a Disney Junior original, but it still aired, so it counts. I love this show. If you never watched it, just imagine the Lilo and Stitch movie, but it's a show. And
I watched a little. I do remember watching the show every now and then, but I don't think I was watching it like that.
More Stitch. My favorite episodes were the one where Stitch gets a shorty, pretty much a pink version of himself. And of course, the crossover episode with Kim Possible.
Kim Possible!
If we're counting as a Disney Junior show, then this was also a banger. Kim and Shego My Ego were obviously my favorites. And relax, it's not.
I don't think Kim counts as a Disney Junior show. Kim was more mature.
I thought they looked good as a kid. You got me. The rest of the cast was alright. We had Ron, who was supposed to be like the love interest, but come on now. We all know he was just a gay best friend. We had the fat black dude. He was like the hacker one. He was chill. And then
yeah, Kim was more Disney Channel, not Disney Junior.
He was just chopped. He was Ron's naked mole rat. Who is owning this? But the show was good. It was fun. It was cool. It was fun to see Kim go on these spy missions. And Ron always messed something up. But that was just Disney Junior. That's not even me bringing up Disney's other kid channel that I want to talk about. Disney XD.
Disney X. Ooh. Fucking, what was his name? The short kid who's like a stunt master. He had like a white jumpsuit on and a white helmet with like a red stripe over it. There was also Johnny. Was Johnny Test Disney? I think Johnny Test was Disney.
But before I talk about Disney XD, I need to talk about its predecessor. And I'm not gonna lie, if you were born after 2006, you probably have never heard this channel. But let me tell you about it, because it was amazing. JetX. My late 90s and early 2000 viewers, I know y'all feel the nostalgia. I know y'all feel it. This channel had nothing educational. It was literally just Disney XD before Disney XD. Except its shows were debatably, not even debatably, its shows were better. This channel had shows like Sonic X, which I already know.
Oh, yeah.
Yin Yang Yo. Totally.
Oh, damn. Yin Yang Yo, bro. Oh, that brought me back.
Power Rangers SPD, Power Rangers Mystic Force, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, and the best Power Rangers series, Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Honestly, I love.
Wait, I thought Power Rangers was more of a Nickelodeon thing. I didn't know Power Rangers was also on Disney XD.
All of them, I was always the Red Ranger, but this one holds a special place in my heart.
What we doing? We're watching a video called Shows I Loved as a Kid. Oh, Puka. I remember Puka.
So at Puka, y'all know that show where the little ninja dude is running from that girl who can't take no for an answer. It was fire. I loved that one as a kid too. And not only did it have great shows, but this channel was also low-key my introduction to anime. It had another show I love, specifically Digimon Frontiers, which unironically has one of the best openings of all time. Go listen to it, please. Then they had my go-to Mega Man, NT Warrior, and Beyblade, the original one. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Beyblade.
Especially with Mega Man. Bro, I wanted to be...
Personal preference, I like the Metal Saga more than the original Beyblade, but original Beyblade was pretty fire.
And of course, you know I can't forget my favorite animes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and my brother loved this show. We had DVDs, we had action figures, we had cards. I just said, I still have cards.
Metal was fire. I binged the entirety of the Metal Saga when it was all on Netflix at one point. The entire Metal Saga, all three sagas and all their seasons was on Netflix, and I binged that whole fucking thing. Especially Ryuga's my favorite. I love Ryuga. I love Ryuga so much, chat. Ryuga's my favorite. He's one of my favorite villains / anti-heroes ever.
Show you.
In any cartoon.
Check them out. Just like Mega Man, bro, I wanted to be Yuki. I said the story in one of my old vids how I wanted to dye my hair purple, gold, and black to match him. It was that serious. I was willing to become emo for Yugi. That's just how much I love this show and all its characters. I even loved Kaiba, and his whole purpose was to hate on Yugi and Joey.
Make sure Wheeler's late.
Jetix was just amazing, man. It was amazing. But now I gotta talk about Disney XD. Now Disney XD, although not as amazing as Jetix, it was definitely a step up from Disney Junior. Kid Batowski with his BBL.
Kid Batowski, that was the name.
Ultimate Spider-Man? This was
yeah.
But the bestest thing to ever air on Disney XD was Gravity Falls. Now look,
absolutely.
I was a conspiracy head. I love watching videos on abduction stories, ghost stories, urban legends. Bro, I knew all the Mandela effects.
Gravity Falls came in out of nowhere, told a great story, and left without, hold up. Gravity Falls came, told a good story, and left without, what do you call it? Stretching out its time, like overstaying its welcome. It didn't do any more seasons than it needed to. It solved all the questions that they introduced in the story. A nice, close, cold cut story. I don't know what I'm saying.
Not one. So when Disney dropped Gravity Falls, a show all about supernatural stuff, of course I'ma love it. And this may sound crazy to say, but I think this is one of the best cartoon shows of all time. There was some new weird thing going on every episode. The show was actually pretty funny. And the characters were lovable. Look at Waddles.
Except for Mabel.
Back in the day,
I'm still on the fence about Mabel.
Watched it theorizing about who made the journals. Most people were wrong though. Like, can y'all believe there were people saying Seuss wrote the journals? Seuss? He's the stupid one. I thought it was the homeless dude. My favorite episodes were the one where Mabel gets zooted off that fun dip. That was hilarious to watch. And Bill Cipher's introduction episode. Only cause when I first saw him, I was shocked. It's the Illuminati. I could honestly make a whole video on this show, but now I want to talk about one of my favorite channels, Nick Jr. Nick Jr. was definitely my second, if not favorite channel to watch as a kid. This channel had...
Hold on, Nick Jr.
Yo
Wait.
Gabba Gabba 10.
Yo Gabba Gabba! Also, Blue's Clues. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Lazy Town 10.
Lazy Town.
10. Max and Ruby.
Max and Ruby. Wonder Pets.
10. Bro, they even had an Asian...
Dora.
Ever heard of Little Bill? Nah, I'm just joking. It's Nihao Kailan. I did like that.
I remember
All
Little
these
Bill.
shows were great. Sporticus had me doing push-ups. Pinky Dicky Doo had me brainstorming. Max had me hating my sibling. Hotland had me ordering Chinese food in Mandarin. Bro, I even enjoyed the fresh.
Ni hao.
Oh my goodness. These dudes had me wanting to sip smoothies and hit the stanky leg. But although these shows are great, they ain't even scratching my top 4 on this channel. My top 4 were The Backyardigans, Blue's Clues, Dora, and one more.
Your best friend, the backyard again.
In a second. The Backyardigans, come on now, definitely up there. If you ain't watched this when you was young, you missed out. The adventure,
Yeah, you did miss out.
the music. I know y'all.
I'm an international. I'm an international super spy. Super spy.
We are castaways. Look at them, they're hitting that. I've always been a Pablo kind of guy myself, but I liked everyone else too, except Austin. I don't know why, but every time I turned on the TV, he was barely in any episode. You think you're too good for me?
Poor Oscar.
Man, this was one of my go-tos. We just got a
letter. We just got a letter.
Oh my goodness, I'm old. I freaking love this show so much.
Stop, you're gonna make me feel old.
Goat Steve going on little adventures, teaching us how to tell time, learn about physics, how to jump through paintings was all so
Blue's a girl, guys. Did you know Blue's a girl?
I just can't believe they replaced him twice and made Blue 3D. Like, what is this? Dora, I know a lot of people hate on her, but this girl and her cousin Diego were a huge part of my childhood.
Go, Diego,
Because unlike Thailand, Dora's side cast was actually memorable. We had Boots the albino monkey, Swiper the shiesty fox,
Swiper, no
Betty the
swiping.
that ugly yellow bridge troll. Bro, even her map and her backpack were characters. Who's doing it like her? I always wondered,
Backpack.
Moving stuff. Can he like feel when people are reaching inside of him to pull stuff?
I don't want to think about that.
Love that she was bilingual, teaching us English and Spanish at the same time. Shout out to all my No Sabo kids. And what I loved about Dora the most is that she made me feel so involved. Every time a Tenchi Star Swiper pulled up trying to fleece something off somebody, Dora would have me saying, "Swiper, no swiping!
Swiper, no swiping! Swiper, no swiping!"
And the best part was, even if I was feeling lazy that day or just didn't feel like talking, her and Boots would still get it done, so it wasn't too much pressure on me to do it. The hate this girl gets doesn't.
Dora was parenting us all.
A little too long when waiting for an answer, but she's just giving the stupid kids extra time. That ain't her fault. I loved her so much. I think she even affected my real life.
Why was she staring so much? I don't remember on any of those parts if she was even blinking. I think they just freeze framed her during those moments.
Because ever since meeting Dora, I've had like this natural affinity or bond with every Mexican I've met. My first grade crush, Mexican. My elementary best friend, Mexican. My high school best friend, Mexican. My DoorDash driver, Mexican. And what did I order? Italian. But I could have gone for some Mexican. If this continued, I might have became Mexican. Y'all would have been getting like 5 videos a day. But my favorite show to watch on Nick Jr. was The Upside Down Show. Shout out to the 3 other people that know this show.
I don't know this show.
What I'm talking about, but hear me out. It was this weird Australian show. I know. That would play on Nick Jr. at like 11 p.m. Yes, I was staying up for this. Where these 2 dudes, one bald one, would go on these little adventures, whether it be to the park, the movie theater.
I think that the finger like thing in the intro that it showed, I think that's familiar, but I don't think I ever watched this show.
Other places, and the whole time we the viewer would help them get to where they need to go. But it wasn't all some Dora stuff. Some, do you know where the bridge is? No.
It's right there.
Our real life remote to speed them up, slow them down, turn off the lights. It was some really cool interactive stuff. And not only that, but everything in this show was acted out by these 2 dudes. Like everything, sound effects, objects hitting them. They even had these little action sequences where they would use their fingers to parkour. It was so
yeah, that
cool.
looks familiar, but I don't think I ever watched this show.
Sadly, Nick Jr. canceled it after only 13 episodes.
Only 13?
I know. I can low-key see why. It was a bit odd. It felt like a fever dream sometimes, but man, please.
Hold on. You know, I think I've said this before. There's a show that I keep remembering. I'm pretty sure it's a real show, but I keep thinking that it's a fucking fever dream. It was like these... It was on Nickelodeon. I remember it was Nickelodeon, but it was like these puppet... It was like a puppet show, right? But it was like a cursed version of like Elmo. it was like the puppets, and they were like working on like a fast food restaurant. And I remember one episode in particular where it was like a tapeworm episode. One of the main characters had like a disgusting fucking tapeworm in their body, and then whenever he ate, the tapeworm just like came out of its open mouth and like ate the food that he was trying to eat, and then it goes back into his body. I hate it. I hate even thinking about it. I don't even remember what the show was called, but it was... I keep thinking that show's a fever dream. Mr. Meaty? Probably. Hold on. Can we look at it real quick? Mr. Meaty. Oh my god, it's real. The sixth segment of the first season of Mr. Meaty that aired on October. Oh god, it was a show. Oh god. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. It's too much. I have PTSD from that show. I can't.
Rock with me. I mean, really rock with me. When you're done with this, just watch one episode. Just one, please, please. And now, for my favorite channel to watch as a kid, Cartoon Network. This channel during the early 2000s and even some of the 2010s was just a definition of perfection. When I would come out of school,
Cartoon Network was the king of kid shows.
Time. Unless SpongeBob was playing.
They also had that weird stint of like live action because I think they were trying to copy Nickelodeon and Disney with having both cartoons and live action, but the live action didn't because they're Cartoon Network. They're not live action network. They're Cartoon Network.
I was on Cartoon Network enjoying shows like Ed, Edd and Eddy, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Dexter's Laboratory, Codename Kids Next Door, Monsters Home for Imaginary Friends, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Teen Titans, Adventures of It's too many bangers. That's not even me talking about the 2010 shows. Regular Show, Adventure,
Regular Show,
Amazing World of Gumball, Steven Universe, even their old shows that I'd watch on Boomerang. Yeah, some of y'all remember Boomerang. We're going.
I remember Boomerang.
Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Jetsons, Flintstones, Looney Tunes, Baby Looney Tunes. It's just so much peak. What is this LeBron James longevity? I don't think I could go over how much I love these
Chowder.
shows. Honestly, it might need its own, but I can go over one of my
Tom and Jerry,
Powerpuff Girls, unironically one of the best superhero shows ever. Better than the CW Flash. Don't at me. This show was so good. I remember kids at school would tell me,
that's a girl show. You're not supposed to be watching that.
but I would still come home and watch it. That's how you know it wasn't
that's a girl show, bro. They're girls that are beating people's butts.
Sorry, Blossom and Bubbles fans, but Buttercup was just the best one. She had that tough energy. My favorite episodes were the one where they sing a song about love.
And then at the end they beat the clown. Yeah.
That one was dope. Then there was Ben 10. I've said this before, but easily best Cartoon Network show of this era. Or bare minimum, tied for first. Courage the Cowardly Dog was fire. He's getting his own vid. Love this show so
Courage
much.
was pretty good.
I had an Omnitrix toy, the plastic one though, not the digital one.
Courage freaked me out as a kid though. I didn't appreciate Courage until years later, because I was way more sensitive to scary and creepy stuff as a kid than I am now. So I was hardly watching Courage as a kid, but I appreciate it now.
We're too poor for that one. I played the games on the Cartoon Network website all the time. Bro, I even had Ben 10 Protector Earth on my Wii. You a real one if you played this. Shout out.
Who remembers that Cartoon Network had like a multiverse merge kind of thing with like all their Cartoon Network things? Where like Dexter was like an anime character and the Powerpuff Girls were also anime characters. they were aged up and looked more anime and stuff. And they had like I think it was like a MMO. They had like a comic book and they had like a MMO with all their Cartoon Network characters. Where like characters like Samurai Jack and Dexter would go on missions and stuff. And also Dexter and Blossom had like a thing going on canonically.
I'll tell y'all, Ben was just so cool. I mean, everyone in this show was cool. Gwen was cool, Kevin was cool, Vilgax was cool. Bro, even Freaky Grandpa Max was cool. Dude always had some side chick alien popping out of nowhere. What was he doing up there? And then finally, one of my favorites from the 2010s era, Ninjago. A show about Lego.
I do remember watching Ninjago.
How could I not love it? This show was just nice. The intro, jump up, kick back, whip around, and
Fusion Fall, yeah, Fusion Fall.
All over my living room, getting whooped. It was amazing. I have fond memories of me and my childhood friends all being one of the ninjas too. I was Kai, my homie was Jay, another one was Zane, and the last one was Cole.
I'm still black.
And I'ma say it now, Kai should have been the Green Ninja. I'm not even being biased. The show was still great though, but not gonna lie, I gotta be honest with y'all. After season 3, I did not pay attention to the show anymore. I don't remember.
Oh my god, so true. I remember specifically when I stopped watching the show. It was when they finally did the final battle against Lord Garmadon. He was in like some fucking dragon form and they were climbing a tower. And then Lloyd and Garmadon were fighting at the top of the tower. And then they beat Garmadon. Not only did they beat him, but they also purged the darkness from him. And then it was, I don't remember which season that was, but it was as soon as that episode dropped, I dropped it. I stopped watching that show. Like the main bad guy that they've been fighting for these seasons is gone now. There's no reason. There's no reason to keep going. Like Lloyd defeated and even freed his father from the darkness. Everyone's happy now. Like none needs to happen no more.
Well, but I just stopped watching. Eventually, though, I did come back to rewatch the entire series. But when I came back, I found out this show, unlike other shows that runs for like 5, 6, 7.
I know it had like I think it had like a sequel series where like Lloyd became the new master, right? And he replaced his uncle. Yeah, because they were brothers. Yeah, he replaced his uncle as a master, and he was training new Ninjago warriors, right? I do know Lloyd has that show, but I didn't watch it.
Show has 15. They're Lego ninjas.
Jesus Christ.
What they got going on the last one at like 6. As much as I love this show as a kid,
It did just keep going.
I'm not watching that. Same reason I don't watch One Piece. I may be missing out on Peak, but no. That was pretty much all the shows I wanted to go over today. And there will definitely be a part 2. I have to show Cartoon Network some more love. Even the other channels, Nick and Disney, y'all really thought I wouldn't mention SpongeBob, Avatar The Last Airbender, Life of Zack and Cody, or
Dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. That was when Nickelodeon was peak.
This is the Waverly Place? Come on, y'all.
That was such a good show.
That's coming in part 2. And moral of the story?
Avatar carried my childhood. Avatar gave us so many life lessons and stuff. Avatar is such a good show. But that was a really good video. Thank you.